Hello my dears, and welcome to my channel. As always, I am very happy and grateful that you chose to spend your time with me. And the ways you can support my channel: like the video if you enjoyed it, subscribe so I can appease the mighty algorithm and be seen by more people, or click the notification bell to be notified of when a new video comes out. And I hope that you are all doing well, but if not, I do hope things will get better for you soon. But in the meantime, join me in meeting the Cat Tarot. And this deck was created by Lynn and Julia Smillie. I hope I said that right. Published by Chronicle Books, and it was released April 2nd of 2019, and it retailed for $19.95 at that time. And this is a very cute box. It's got a little kitty. If you haven't seen this deck before, it's got a little kitty on each side, and it is 5 1/4 height. Across is 3.25, and the width is 1.75. And it only has the title on the sides. And open it up, and it's got some symbols for you. You got this little guidebook that we will explore. And on the inside, it's got some more symbols. Okay, so the cards themselves are the same size as the Rider-Waite size. As you can see, they are the same size, and that is 4.5 inches height and 2 3/4 inches across, if you need that dimension to get a kind of a visual in your head. And the reversals won't be revealed on the back. Okay, so on all of my tarot card videos, I will do a comparison so you can see the similarities or the differences. Alright, so go ahead and look at the major arcanas. And I think this was the first deck that Megan had produced, and they have recently come out with her and Julia, I should say, they have come out with another deck called the Dog Tarot, and I did recently acquire that one, and I will be doing a video on that next. And if you are a cat lover, this would be a nice collection. And then we have the vacuum. And then we have the devil dog. Okay, so that is the majors. And the next ones are the swords. And the only ones that have title in the minor arcana are the aces, the pages, the knights, queens, and kings. Okay. And the representation of the swords are claws, teeth, and other sharp edges. So I admit that when I started looking through the cards, and I started playing with them, until I read the guidebook, I kind of struggled with it, because this picture, it has hearts, but and it's chewing on a heart. I needed help with the illustrations, and like this one's supposed to be the four of swords. Other than the teeth, there's 4 teeth. Yeah, so it is until you understand and get used to the imagery and consulting the guidebook occasionally to kind of get like 5 of swords. Yeah. And this one kind of confused me because it looked like it was a toy, and in the wands, their representation is toys, bells, and other playthings like wands. So I admit that this deck is going to be confusing until you understand the illustrations. Like this one too. This is supposed to be the 8 of swords, and I'm kind of assuming that it's the claws and the teeth that add up to 8. Yeah, I'm not really sure. And then we have the court cards. And don't get me wrong, I would never tell anybody not to buy a deck, but I just wanted to mention that. Alright, so next we have cups. So the cups are representative by water bowls, dishes, and other sources of water. is the Cups. And then we have the Wands. And these guys, like I said, are represented by toys, balls, and other playthings. This is going to be a deck I imagine that you're going to have to get really familiar with, because it is kind of minimal on the illustrations. And yeah, I struggled with this deck, I will admit it. Alright. I mean, it's a cute deck. You know, who doesn't love cats? But yeah, I was kind of sad for it. Alright, so Pentacles are represented by food, treats, and other covetable items. So we have little treats. Alright, so that is basically the deck. And the cardstock is, it's good. It's bendy, it's flexible, a little shiny. Alright, so guidebook. Okay, then we have the introduction, and it is kind of small print, so if you have trouble seeing small letters, and then it talks about the deck, and I told you about the different suits, and preparing for the reading. Just tells you what to do before you do reading, which I always take as suggestions. And then we have spreads and layouts. We have the single card, the 3 card, and the paw, which is a 5 card spread. And the Celtic cross, the loaf, horseshoe, the cat stretch, the mandala or the belly rub, the tree of life, and then we go on to the reading itself, and gives you a little bit of tips for your readings. And then we go into the cards themselves. So we have a beginning page, and basically you just have a black and white picture about the illustration, a little bit about it, and then they have upright and reversed meanings, and that's pretty much for the major arcana. And then we go into the minor, which is separated by that, and we'll go into a little introduction about the suit itself, and then we have a little picture and a little thing about it. Just kind of tells you about the illustration, and then you have your upright and reversed. And that's pretty much it for the other cards. And then on the back we have a blurb about the creators. Okay, so let's go ahead and shuffle these, and they shuffle just about as good as, you know, they're good, they're flexy, unless you have small hands or arthritis, they should give you no issue. And you can shuffle sideways if you do sideways. I've never felt comfortable doing sideways. I don't know. It just feels weird to me. Or you can do the overhand if that's the only way you can do it. There's no right or wrong way, as I say all the time. Or you can do, you know, do a spread and take them out that way. Alright, one more shuffle. Okay. King of Wands. Okay. Let's see what they say about the King of Wands. The King of Wands is everything a leader should be. Strong, powerful, ambitious, and experienced. Upright. The crowns and the curtains are no coincidence. You were born to lead, so it's time to act like it. Take control of your life before leading others. but don't hesitate to take advantage of an opportunity that presents itself. The king is pure fire, a natural role model, ruler of the jungle. Go roar. If it was reversed, decisive is one thing, impulsive and hasty is another. That kind of weakness comes across as ineffective and makes for a poor role model. The kitten will only be king once he has matured and worked to become dependable and trustworthy. It's kind of short and sweet. All right, so that is pretty much all I have for this deck. If you have it, let me know what you think about it. If you liked it or you didn't like it, let me know as well. I will be doing the dog tarot next because I got it just to add to the collection. But once again, thank you so much for spending your time with me, and I hope that you will join me with a future video. Until next time, take care and goodbye, my dears.